Yep, and just this time a single smoke and a Molotov. Last time we saw the pistol round from Camel Riders, it was a very interesting lockers take, but it looks like they're just full sending it to ramps and testing out Newers so far nice and early on. It's going to be Edgerum once again, just leading the charge, getting the entry, and they're already down there on the B-bomb site. Rotations being called out from the CTs though.
Cracking beginning, so you're going to be smoked off at just the wrong time, so nothing found now for Mazalaai. Zilkenberg down to 4 himself as well, so a huge start from Camel Riders. Machine gun needs to try to make his way through. Can't quite connect on the headshot. It's going to be Sogu trying to fight. Needs to find the double. But, oh, good shots. 3 to make it look even as well. Back to the 2v2 we've gone. And oh my God, he's on for the ace. That's 4 already. Smoked down onto the bomb. Finds the final man. But, oh, there it is. All 5 headshots. What a play coming out from Sogu.
Oh, that's what I mean. It's like, it's looking absolutely perfect for Camel Riders. They get access to that site, but there's just this guy called Sugu who's just so good. Like, what can you say about that? Just headshot after headshot, all the T's facing him at the right time. They're doing the right thing, but they forgot about one aspect of it, which is clicking on Sugu's head. Survives with about 12 HP. He's able to get the pistol ace to kick action off. But Camel Riders, they do manage to get the bomb plant down, and they're coming straight back into it. Not going to be deterred. Weapons to play with.
Absolutely crushing it in the pistol. Well, Mazalaai. Can they double down? Can they hold off the Camel Riders with pistols? Well, it's not even pistols. It's 3 AKs, a Scout, and a Deagle. That bomb plant was absolutely crucial for them. Good damage from Dilkenberg, but he had no idea there was an AK peering towards him.
Yeah, and Edgerum's actually doubled down as well. Some great damage already nice and early on. But Sugu is continuing that good form to try to bring it back for Mazalaai.
Great shot to try to bring this one back. But even still, Camel Riders just barely have that man advantage. Sogu. The machine over towards ramp, it seems. As Camel Riders, they've managed to sneak Tyke down into the halls. But he isn't going for the full commit just yet. Mazalaai in great positions, and now there's some aggression coming out from Sogu as well. He wants some extra information. Mara going into radio with him, progressively clearing everything, and that's going to be all the information in the world. Now it's all up to News to try to react to this. He's solo on that B site, in a strong position, worried about control room. But Camel Riders, they are all grouped up here at Outers, which has been completely disregarded. Mara, he has got full utility, but just an MP9 to hold the A site solo. He does at least get to a strong position.
Yeah, but out comes the first smoke at Squeaky as well, denying that presence. And Mara is eventually going to hear them coming onto site. And he's going to swing at the perfect timing with the MP9. Sugu as well. He's going to try and buy some more time. Drops a great HE grenade to tag them down a little bit lower. And Yu is making a lot of noise right now, coming up that ladder. And both T's facing Sugu at the same time. It's all down to Nuers to try to make his way into the site. And there's just too many people here right now. It's going to be Edgerum with the flying, with the strafing Glock, should I say, after tagging him down with the Scout. And Camel Riders pick up that gun round thanks to Edgerum, picking up a few nice couple of kills early on.
Out with the old and out with the news as well. It is going to be Camel Riders winning in the second round. The force spy with those AKs, the perfect choice. And Ezram doing such a great job there to tap some heads early in the round and give Camel Riders that man advantage. And again, there's going to be such an advantage heading into the third as Mazalaai are just on the pistols.
I mean, you say just on the pistols, but they can be absolutely lethal as well.
Slow approach and just looking for some spam damage there, looking for some shots to connect through the walls. Nothing found just yet. Sogu, he's got the animation. You know what that means? It's time for a 1-dig. But he's found nothing. Such a waste of an animation, you know?
Well, Camel Riders playing it very patiently. They were expecting aggression this round, which is something I would agree with. Mazalaai, I mean, the Ts would know that definitely the CTs would force up in this one. And so they are just waiting for some initial early aggression before deciding to proceed into ramps, and some great corner checking from Camel Riders. Forces News off nice and early.
Good utility as we head towards the mid-round. Molly at elbow to buy some extra space. Pokemon just making sure everything is fully cleared. Great thorough clearance of the ramps now as they start to head down. Use though, close range. 2 with the 5-7, make it a third. Fourth! Oh my god, what a reaction! And he's on for the ace already. There is another man at the top of ramp, and I think he's heard him moving as well. AK now retrieved, and it's all up to DV-Dov in the 1v5. News, can he finish off the ace? Oh, timing not working in his favor, but he is very much on the hunt now. There's the reaction, and another ace to come through. One for Sogu, one for News, and Mazalaai bringing their A game into the final series of the day.
I mean, does that mean that Machine Gun's going to be the next one to pick up the case? Mazalaai just winning these rounds just on the back of individual performance at the moment, and you have to feel for Camel Riders, but this time around, they're not entering Megaton together, and they're not able to trade each other out, and that 5-7 at close range is absolutely devastating. So Camel Riders are going to force up into this, obviously. It's just tit for tat right now. And it might just be a faster squeaky take right now. 3 of the members dropping down through vents nice and early on. They've got the bomb down at the B bomb side as well. But DV-Dov can't contain that lobby aggression.
So many sharp individuals, but as we've seen in the previous couple of days, these Tech 9s in the hands of Camel Riders are so damn dangerous. And again, it is just going to be making so much space. Tyke now, still looking to move forward, gaining control of the staircase. Stuck down at the bottom and waiting for the horse push to come through, but it is going to be Zilkenberg with the MP9 to find something through the smoke there. So much damage taken already, though.
Yeah, but Edgerum's on the lurk, and as time is ticking away, there is a smoke for the CTs to play with. Great shot coming in from Edgerum on the flank to be able to pick off Zilkenberg. But now time is ticking away, and I don't think the CTs actually have time to make their way into this. They've let it tick away a little bit too late. They can't find the Ts, and now this should be a pretty easy shutdown. Machine Gun hasn't used any of that utility, and so it's all down to one member. I think Camel Riders will actually go down to the bomb explosion. Well, yeah, only one.
Tyke will at least. Edgeram manages to get out of there with an AK. Pokemon finds himself that M4, so that's a nice little buff to the economy. And another upset round so far. It's the Pistols reigning supreme.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the 4 Spires that are coming out on top at this stage. And Mazalaai, like I was saying earlier, it's the 2 rounds that they've picked up is just down to individual brilliance. It wasn't really down to great team tactics or crossfires or people getting one and trading each other out. No, it's just been a person just popping off. Can't rely on that to win every single round. So Camel Riders, you probably feel a bit cheated if you're Camel Riders at the moment. This could very much be a 4-0 or 5-0 lead if it wasn't for the fact that 2 of the individuals from Mazalaai just went huge. Just take another look at that 5-7 clip. This was the one where he just absolutely deletes them. It's just crisp and clean at the same time. Reading in that fact that Pokemon was coming in from the other side as well. And then he retrieves an AK just to continue and finish off the rampage.
And look, you can't say Camel Riders were really that staggered. It was just great reaction time there from him to go back to one side, back to the other. Obviously, it wasn't completely coordinated push out from both sides, but they still had other angles to worry about as well. They didn't think it was just going to be one man with 157 completely demolishing 5 little men there over at Mega.
Yep,
well,
and now
faster approach all the way down to the halls. Pokemon opening things up as Machine Gun couldn't stand a chance there in the halls.
He just got absolutely deleted. And it's a bit of a same old case right now where Camel Riders have all this map territory and all the time in the world to work with as well. They're going to clear out events very shortly. And there's only one person, I think, on the underside at the moment, which is going to most likely be News. He's got the 5-7 this time in hand once again. But Tyke fighting and trying to stay alive. He was very scared for a moment when he heard the 5-7 firing out. And Zilkenberg has got Megaton under lockdown for now.
Understandably so, that 5-7 dangerous in the hands of the man, but he has been mopped up already, so no more kills for him this time. Zilkenberg, however, is looking very dangerous. Is it his turn for the ace? He's certainly on for it. A scout and a dream and full control of Mega, but not for long. Smoke's blooming at the perfect moment. Couldn't hit the man as he dropped to sight. It's still the 3v3, and the bomb needs to be planted. And that one should go down for free. No cover at Decon, but they're fully aware that there's a whole lot of noise being made towards ramps.
Yep, and now finally they'll be able to drop down vents. Susuga is going to spot that. He's going to go immediately back up. Zilkenberg does have Mara with him, but you can see the patience from Camel Riders at the moment. No need for Tyke to really move out. Zilkenberg's trying to wait for the opportunity as now the push starts coming forward. Mara is able to take down that site player, but it should be a relatively easy cleanup as well. The crossfire from Camel Riders just too strong.
DV-Dov getting it done with a couple of beautiful headshots to close out the round. And there's the lead. 3 T rounds already. Mazalaai They are trying their hardest to hold this force off, but just not quite getting everything done. The body tag as well to find that second there for Zilkenberg, who's looking quite okay so far in the matchup, but Machine Gun staying quiet, 0 for 4 at this current moment. We are going to see same old thing. Camel Riders smokes towards outers, but this time that bomb is just going to be hiding over towards radio. Bit of a tussle at Squeaky, it seems, as well, as Ram ready for some extra aggression. Misty waiting for the rest of the lobby crunch to come through, and it's just going to be Machine Gun falling as well in the end. 2 men lost for Camel Riders, but still, even so, you could see that they fully read the lobby crunch.
Yeah, I mean, that was something that we saw previously as well, that Camel Riders were more than happy just to sit in lobby and just wait for the aggression from Mazalaai, and it works out an absolute dime right now. Finally, Mazalaai can get a buy round in, but like I said, still problems from the CT side. I haven't seen anything too convincing just yet from that CT. Crossfire, it's not been really good defense. Camel Riders really firmly in the lead right now.
The structure just is so much more prominent with Camel Riders right now. Mazalaai, the 2 rounds are literally off the back of individual performance.
Yep, and finally an opening blow that works in the favour of Mazalaai, where they're able to pick off DB-Dob, who was trying to make his way into the vent position. Edgerem's also going to take some heavy damage. I think that was in lobby. Amara's going to be able to sneak away with that one, but the bomb's going to be making its way down secret right now. And a lot of work that these players have to do is, you can see Mazalaai reinforcing this position. They know secret has been lost.
News and Zilkenberg both in good positions to deal with this aggression, although that might not play in Mazalai's favour. News on the line.
That's a sick play coming out from Zilkenberg and News. Zilkenberg breaks the door, and this allows both of them to have a cross-shot opportunity. Doesn't allow the cross for the T's as well, so they can't get in the control room nice and early on.
Theoretically, looking good. Oh, and the timing of that nade is perfect. Door opening and Pokemon getting tagged down to 80. There it is. The cross comes through. Zilkenberg deals with that, and they've spotted the bomb falling also. So now News just doesn't need to budge, doesn't need to move.
They shifted across to a different angle to change things up, and Pokemon should go. No! News can't connect a single shot, and Pokemon has somehow transferring the spray. Bomb still lost, though, and with 25 seconds left in the timer, it's really down to Misty, surely, to make a move. They're thinking about going up vent, but there is going to be a player there, so it looks like they're just going to commit. They knew that Zilkenberg was somewhere on the site, but he's been given enough time to move around. Misty.
Awkward situation. Both trying to open the door at the same time, and Pokemon goes to plant in the smoke, but Misty can't quite get the trade. Zilkenberg, perfect positioning to clutch out the round. And Camel Riders, they just disregarded the back of sight, didn't clear anything as they were running low on time. Mazalaai get another with some beautiful team play, although Pokemon certainly kept them on their toes. You could see as well that, I think it was Mara still up on the A site, didn't have too much of an impact in that round, because even though the bomb might have been spotted when it dropped, because it was behind the doors, at any point Camel Riders could have retrieved that. So Mazalaai assumed that they had already regained bomb control.
I mean, that round was still so close. That was down to some individual effort. As now News trying to bail out of there. Might not be able to get out in time, but no. Looks like Camel Riders actually stopping that persistence for now.
All right, so the contact play over to elbow. Mara very aware of the potential situation. Now smoke comes through all the way here. It's going to be Pokemon quite staggered. Misty manages to at least get the trade. And now smashes his way up to heaven, but the timing does not work out in his favor. Great trade with the nade. As Sogu throws it high. Still good control of the A site, but the crunch is slowly but surely coming through. They have to be very cautious of DB-Dob making his way there, but Sogu just continuing to fight. Still cautious of Heaven, but Machine Gun able to pick up the angle now. As Zilkenberg comes in, it's actually Tyke and Edgerem to bring it back to the 2v2. Now dropping down to sight both at the same time. The cover's there from Tyke and no utility to stop this bomb plant from going down. Great trade, but now it is going to be News on 100 HP up against Edgerem with just 5. And look at the timing. Edgerem crossing News. Can he get it done? 5-7.
Oh my goodness! He misses every single shot from the P250. And Edgerem's able to react to the headshot. Oh no, this has gone terribly wrong for Mazalaai. That was a 1 round, but he just couldn't hit the shot throw it counted at the end.
I can't believe it. I thought that the P250 was going to land that single bullet necessary, but the inaccuracy with the slight amount of movement, the P250 just oh, not the weapon there, but it was that or the scout. So what do you go for?
Probably shouldn't have bought the P250 and all and stuck with the USB. He would have been a better chance there compared to the P250. So Camel Riders do manage to pick up that one. They'll be counting their lucky stars there.
Faster approach at Outers again. Flash is coming through, but they aren't aware of this close positioning. Oh no, they managed to find machine gun. Zilkenberg now trying to fight long range with that USP. And it looks like Camel Riders, they're going to be wrapping around to hell here. Bomb holding its ground for the moment.
I mean, still, it's all this map control at the moment in the favor of Camel Riders as they're going to be cleaning up. Very clean round from Camel Riders, taking out USPs with ease, which is something that you like seeing on the anti-ecos. And look, 6 rounds on the T side. Normally I'd go Camel Riders, normally I'd go to a team and go, yep, 6 rounds on the T side. You'd be really happy, but Camel Riders definitely need more because I'm going back to their CT sides. That's where they've been struggling with. Every single extra T round now is going to help. And really, they've been in full control of the game. Mazalai's rounds have mainly come from individual effort. Yeah, you can say Camel Riders, one of them came from edge room just being Neo and dodging every single shot.
Well, let's see how this round goes. Zilkenberg kicking things off nicely. Spray is there. Ezram gets away into Secret. But now Camel Riders still have to play from the disadvantage. DV Dov just going to be lurking there towards Outers. As now the progression continuing to come through. News just here at double doors trying to play a nice off angle. Molly, however, will force him out of that position. Does he want to invest that smoke? Doesn't go for it just yet. Zilkenberg at Decon in a great position as well. Plays the headshot angle to find another onto Ezram. Finishes him off and brings it to that 5v3.
Yeah, News can be an absolute nuisance right now and dance around, but looks like, hang on, Camel Riders have answered with a few kills of their own as well. DV was lurking Outers earlier on, so he's been able to find a bit of an opportunity as well. And Camel Riders can now exploit potentially Annex or Heaven. You can see Sugu is very aware of this danger right now. He's around locker room area, and he's been spotted out. It's actually going to be DV on top right now.
They're stuck in the corner at lockers. But DV just playing his own game. Awkward trades. DV will go down as News takes all 3, making his way out of Secret. So hot on the tail is going to be just enough. There it is. 4 on the board now for Mazalaai. As Camel Riders still have the economy to purchase up into the 11th round. But Mazalaai, they need to start to get a wriggle on. Oh, nice shots coming through. There it is from the other perspective. All 3 found great shots from the big man.
Those are the rounds that Mazalaai need. Now they need to reinforce it. Otherwise, their economy once again is going to be tarnished. So Camel Riders going to throw utility out to Outers nice and early, but it's actually going to be an A-side execute. But you can already see that the CTs are placing pressure on ramps and trophy room. So this is going to be a very fast rotate coming out from Zilkenberg if the Ts do decide to commit. And there it is. There's the commitment for Zilkenberg. He's charging fast in. Sugu's going to get the first, but they're being wrapped.
Oh! But the timing, Misty comes in just at the perfect moment. However, it is the defenses that get the job done for Mazalaai. Ezram has a huge amount of work to do. Currently smoked off there over towards Annex. Only a flash to play with. But 1 bullet onto Sogu and Machine Gun could just be enough. News. Can he clutch it on the full HP? Sogu jumping around on site, about to get the info. There it is. The spot comes through. Ezram wants some more, but it's Sogu on the peak with News there, but it's Sogu to take the kill. 3 on the defensive, and Mazalaai looking to even the odds here as we head into the 12th round.
Yeah, Camel Riders now with the loss bonus of their own, they can get a few pistols, but they're just unable to really breach the defenses right now as Mazalaai is standing firm and being pretty much that impenetrable wall that we expect normally of the CT side. Going to be a couple of deagles. We know what some of these players are capable of, so not over and done just yet for the CTs. If they're able to close out a few more rounds for Mazalaai, this would be a really good close, and then they can go into their T side and see what hurt they can really inflict on Camel Riders.
Good vantage point for News now. Very solid hold wherever he's been playing, and this time it's over towards the ramp now. AWP in hand. Machine Gun will go down to the deagle. Oh, not going to be baited out by the initial jump shot. Tyke gets back to safety, barely.
And look at News. He's just pushing forward. He goes, yeah, I've gotten 1 kill. Normally, you'd be scared of being rushed in. He's just pushing forward. The W key definitely working very well for him. So it was looking promising with that opening pick, but it's too little too late.
It was just confidence is key in the 12th round, and Mazalaai lock it down to tie it up at 6 apiece. Now, we are going to see Camel Riders taking a tactical. They're second for the match so far and deciding what they need to do here, where they need to maneuver to try and get another round on the board. If they can get to 7, that's one more step towards victory. That's one more step towards taking their map pick of Nuke. At the moment, 6 is probably enough, depending on how their CT side performance is today. However, Mazalaai, they're very aggressive, they're confident, and they're sharp. And if they come out all guns blazing in that second half, Camel Riders could be in trouble.
Yep, absolutely. Because, I mean, this is just going, once again, historically, is that Camel Riders just struggle in deflecting some of that aggression. So... round's tied now. Fun times. Good game. Up for a cracking series.
Stevens. Straight into the 13th we go. Smoke's being thrown over towards the lockers there. Deep smokes. Big old wall. One in its annex. But Zilkenberg, okay, so he's just going to give up that control. Flicking back around. Making sure no aggression comes through. Tyke's going to be heard on his drop, but Mara's there to defend from AC, and tapping away, finds another. No trade just yet. Ezream has been spotted, but that's big damage. Mara now just alive on 11, but he has the reinforcements. As you can see, Machine Gun makes his way over, and he's in a strong position. But Ezream at the ready, drops the bomb in a very rough position, though. It's up to Misty and Davidov to bring this one back for the Camel Riders. News makes his way out of secret. Scope certainly heard. Misty fully aware of this position. And Davidov has 50 seconds to come and help out his brethren.
It's going to have to make a move soon. Otherwise, the time's going to be ticking away a little bit too far. And you can know that News is in secret. It's still a hell of a shot to flush him out. This has allowed enough time for Mara actually to rotate back around.
Davidov does have that molly, which he could spend towards the position, but that's big damage.
Oh my god, News is an absolute madman. He's been naded and he's just still ducking in and around and just playing with his food right now. Zilkenberg's also on the flank on Silo, and he spotted out the foot of Misty. So Davidov trying to stay alive. Does Zilkenberg check under this position? Is the real question.
That's such a rough angle to try to fight from. If someone comes up from above, and now the jig is up. Davidov has been found. No more hidey under Annex, and there it is. The lead found by Mazalaai, 7-6. Can they turn this into a 9-6 half? They've certainly got the momentum. They're certainly hitting their shots, but can they certify the lead?
I've got a fun fact for you right now.
I would love a fun fact.
So you know that Tyloo versus D13 game?
Yes, of course.
Okay, it's Train.
It's Train, yes.
D13's pick.
Tyloo's
starting
pretty good on
CT
Train.
side.
Yep.
Guess what score it is?
I'm going to just, because it's a fun fact, I'm going to guess it's D13 like 10-5.
They're 10-2 at the moment. Now, Camel Rider's trying to go fast. Oh no, I've seen that before from Tyke. Oh, that's a big mistake, missing the vent, and he's going to get absolutely smashed out of it. Oh boy. And now the CTs can just go in fast rotation. Bomb kind of locked away in decon at the moment. And Camel Rider's not really with the assistance anywhere else, so they're able to get vent nice and early, but they can't really do anything with it afterwards. And that is a clean sweep for Mazalaai as we come into the final round of regulation. Camel Rider's now looking a little bit swept away, in all honesty, not really having that magic that we normally come to expect from them.
So if D13 beat Tyloo, and if Mazalaai beat Camel Riders, that means that D13 comes first in the group. Because they'll have the head-to-head win, and Tyler will only be on 2 wins.
Yep.
And that means Tiger will play D13 tomorrow, and whoever comes second in this will be playing Vici.
A lot of interesting hypotheticals. Mazalaai not interested in hypotheticals. They're more fascinated in just trying to shut down this Rams take. But News missing a couple of shots means that he's going to be punished by the cute and cuddly Pokemon.
It's a straight battle for ramps and so much damage done already. Last round of the half, and Mazalaai are on the back foot. Camel Riders, they want that 7th round, but Sogu's going to try to fight his way back into this one. Oh, aggression is the key. Finds the bomb, finds Ezreal, and it's all up to Pokemon, but he's not going to catch them all this time. 9-6 as we head into the half. 3-round lead for Mazalaai as they head into the T side. Is Camel Riders going to be ready? Well, we'll find out as we head in towards the second half. But before we get there, we have to go to a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, go grab yourselves a drink. We'll see you in just a moment.
Stay up all night, and I take it all, nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise.
Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime. I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you wanted to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream.
Well, very exciting first half here. Mazalaai with the 3-round lead as we head towards the second half of Nuke. This is Camel Riders' map pick. Now, as we head into this second half, Camel Riders, what are they going to be able to deliver on the CT side? And look, let's think about this. Tyloo and D13. It was a 13-2 half. That is ridiculous. It might have been 12-3 actually.
12-3 at the end, but I mean, let's focus back in the pistol round over here right now because Camel Riders don't want it to be in, I guess, the same fashion. So they're going to be striking nice and early, getting the trades across. They actually don't have a kit or body armors just to fight it out on all the members. They're flooding in, but Machine Gun's holding his ground alongside with Sugu. He was a hero of the pistol earlier. He's going to be the hero again this time around, assisted by his teammates, and he just absolutely destroys Pokemon.
Oh my god.
That shot was illegal in 3 different countries.
Will he even be allowed at the major? The man is too sharp. He is not human.
He's just a pistol headshot machine.
Boom.
That
He
was
is on fire.
I
love that.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon missed a couple of shots, don't get me wrong, but the fact that Suga's able to turn and just instantly one-tap him,
Yeah.
oh, you hate to see it. But you love to see it.
At the same
Sometimes.
time.
So, Camel Riders are going to be forcing into this 2 scouts to work with, as Mazalaai are going to be heading over into Secret behind the wall of smokes, but I think there's a bit of a gap in that smoke as well.
Oh.
Is there? No, it looks like it's not going to be punished. There was a bit of a gap, but not enough for the scouts really to make full use of it. So it allows Mazalaai safe access into Secret with 2 of the members. Moraro has been spotted out by Misty, though.
Oh, that's a long range to go toe-to-toe when you've only got a MAC-10. And Mara happy just to stay isolated over towards the red crate there. News coming up from above. Pokemon should be able to spot the shadow, but no drop just yet.
What could absolutely ruin Pokemon at the moment, if at Flashbang from Sugu came into Annex and News dropped down, could be devastating, but looks like Pokemon's on a bit of a journey right now.
Oh.
And Sugu has spotted out the shoulder. Mara cops the tag, though, as he tries to go in to punish this Annex position.
No scouts just yet, and Pokemon heard the pin of the flash being pulled. You could see he playing anti-flash for a moment. But it's gone to heaven instead to try to allow the cross. But now it's Mazalaai. They're going to double back towards outers, looking to focus on that A site now. There's the entry onto Pokemon and onto Ezream as well. News, he's so good at opening up these sites. And this AK is just too powerful for Camel Riders to deal with. MAC-10's having an influence on the round. And it's all up to DB deep in CT, who may be able to find a pick.
He's being hunted already by Machine Gun. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
I mean, that round is just down to, you think Mazalaai just taking the secret control or whatnot, and then they're just slowly waiting. I'm going, all right, Sugu's got a flashbang. He's going to chuck that into Annex. They're going to drop down and get a really sick entry. But News actually just goes in dry. He just goes, hey, guys, I'm actually really sharp. I don't need any utility to assist me. So he just headshots people the end.
Just relentless aggression, putting another round on the board for Mazalaai and Camel Riders. They're going to go for the deco again.
I don't know what to make of this. You can't really force them by so much into this next round without your economy suffering in the next one. So hopefully they're able to do some damage or keep guns up. Hedrum's actually going very fast in a trophy to clear this up, but it looks like the rest of the T's heading their way into outers. Misty trying to challenge, and that range is going to be really tricky. As the T's already down into the unders position, Vent's already locked away. There is absolutely no one defending this bomb site. And soon Mazalaai will be able to take it. Megaton's going to be the threat. But it's already been smoked off and mollied as Mazalaai just dot their I's and cross their T's.
Now Machine Gun in the strong position.
I was expecting Mara to run through his teammate's Molotov just then, but this is a disgusting cleanup right now. Oh boy.
Oh, that's a hard one to watch. 4 men, one by one, just lining up straight through the smoke. And Camel Riders couldn't get it done, but now they've still got a good amount of economy. Maybe not the greatest as they did overbuy in the previous, so we're not going to see a whole lot of flashes. Mollies won't go to everyone there on Machine Gun. Gets a huge amount of damage there with that wall bang, but it's all as the crossfire was aimed at the smoke. Camel Riders making that one easy for Mazalaai, who are 4 away from taking this map.
Speaking of 4 away from taking this map as well, it looks like their compatriots in D13 are also very close as at the same time as now out comes the entries onto the A bomb site, but the trades aren't there just yet for Mazalaai as Camel Riders is able to hold on against that early aggression. News trying to take this long distance duel, but there is still going to be one more in Annex as well. And it's actually going to be Misty cleaning up from Aircon. So Zilkenberg going to be thinking about his attack options. He's been heard and it looks like Hedrum wants to place the pressure on him.
Speaking of pressure, he is not letting go of that W key, spotting out Zilkenberg there as well. So that's all the information in the world. And now Misty will respond by just happily playing around, heading back towards ramp and making sure it's not going to be a B site found for free, as Pokemon has full control of the A site. There's ramp hot on the heels of Zilkenberg, who will not be ready for Misty in this position, although that post is just going to a bit of a hindrance. However, Misty pulls it back by finding the headshot eventually there with the AUG, and another round found by Camel Riders. 3 alive with some rifles, and that is a nice little buff to the economy, but they need to close this round gap. There's still 5 between them and Mazalaai.
They have to get through another buy round from Mazalaai, which is the scary part. You got a feeling that Mazalaai might just slow things down, or they might just pick up the pace. Who really knows right now? So early utility being used, obviously, on that A-bomb side, but it looks like Mazalaai actually holding onto their smokes and grenades for now. They're just seeing if there's any opportunities over and outers. Still holding onto lobby as well with machine gun as well as Mara. Just holding for any aggression.
Very ambitious line being held by Davidov. Crosshair placed low, looking for the body tag, not necessarily for a headshot, just to get some damage for free. Mazalaai, they're just going to be playing with their food at the moment, pushing and prodding and looking to make their way down the extremities. Some smokes now utilised over towards out. As you can see, there is going to be one landing very deep behind Warehouse. Not sure if that was intentional.
I think that was actually, because that might obscure the vision of that defender into Warehouse and threatens control there. But a lot of damage has been done because Camel Riders early on have been able to get in some favourable positions, and Pokemon decides to go for a bit of a chance through that Molotov. So far, Camel Riders have done pretty well in holding off the aggression, but Edgeram trying to make a mid-round play, maybe a little bit ill-advised this time as Mara's on top of that.
Starting to make his way through Hut as well. News with another entry towards the A site. Machine gun coming in with the bomb to plant. And Pokemon will be stuck at the bottom of the vent. It's a matter of moments before he needs to make his move. But he might have missed his opportunity waiting for the other boys to get in position for the retake. It is going to be a man disadvantage for Camel Riders. But they've still got decent utility here. Davidov and Misty looking to trade one another out here from on top of
But look at the movement coming out from Sugu, who's on the flank. Davidov, I think, has heard some noise, but somehow still Sugu comes out on top. Misty, in the meantime, able to get another entry, but Machine Gun, I think, has put rest that idea of the retake. And Zilkenberg, 12 HP, but he's still alive and combat affected with the AWP. So Camel Riders will call a tactical timeout, but they just got picked apart systematically there.
That was ridiculous. So good, just so actively hunting for any information. After the post plant, he had full faith in the other 3 Mazalaai players just to hold full control of the site. And then he just managed to get in underneath, somehow won that engagement. Even though you could see, I think it was Misty just fully at the ready for the fight. And Pokemon going to be left last alive in a rough position. Now, that's going to be 3 away from the first map being taken here by Mazalaai. And if they go to Dust 2 and Mazalaai continue to play like this, that's a potential for that 2-0.
We'll just have to wait and see for now, don't we? Because
of course.
Nuke not over and done with just yet. Neither really is that match between Tyloo and D13, even though D13 on the CT side so far ahead. 14-5. Doesn't mean that Tyloo, and it also doesn't mean Camel Riders out of the count as well. Especially with that pick from Edgeram. Once again, able to get that opening pick nice and early on over at that trophy room area.
Slower approach from Mazalaai. Just sneaking their way on to outers. You've got news here. Making his way forward over Annex. Machine gun retrieving that bomb quickly as there has been a couple of picks. News falling. Nezram was at the ready, finding himself the 2K, but he will fall to the AWP of Zilkenberg, who's looking sharp, wants to go for a wallbang. I don't think you can shoot through that, Zilkenberg.
I mean, he tries, he gives it a good crack, and he's just also found Annex at the same time. So although Edgeram's done some damage nice and early on, Zilkenberg wants to equalise the situation once again. Obviously, weapons in the advantage of Mazalaai, but Deagles and now AKs being recovered as well. Still deadly for Camel Riders to use. Mazalaai a little bit spread out across the board.
Again, 30 seconds, the clock ticking down. Zilkenberg's position is known. Davidov posted fully on the line. It's the man on site, Tyke, that needs to go huge. Knowing this bomb on the cross, machine gun has to worry about top of hut. Tyke couldn't find himself that second. No one dig this time. Sogu starting the run out of time, and that's the perfect opportunity. Misty grabbing it, and another found by Camel Riders.
Yeah, Edrum's just really good at pushing ramps and just getting these kills trophy nice and early on, and Mazalaai is just unable to punish it. I mean, once again, he's just able to make that impact so sharp. And Zilkenberg did everything he could to try to bring it back, but I feel like the LTs just took a little bit too long to try to make their way in, and Zilkenberg just didn't get out. Could have had different attacking opportunities if he went with his teammates. But, I mean, Mazalaai can still buy into this. And Camel Riders fully invested now with his double AWP setup running. We've got Davidov just AWPing from ramps, and you've got Misty holding from heaven.
Ezream going for a more aggressive approach at outers, and if he does continue forward, he's going to gain a whole lot of information here. A stack could come from this as well. Ezream still worried that someone has actually passed through that wall of smokes and maybe down through the halls. But it looks like they're aware of News dropping down at vent, so this flank could be crucial.
News has made his way through Secret, so...
Oh, he did?
Edrum's just following behind Secret at the moment. But it's just a matter of a timing game right now because Edrum, yep, there it is. That's actually a crucial pick because now Misty doesn't need to fall back. And I think this is the call for Mazalaai actually to go to the A-bomb site, and they need to go fast because otherwise the CTs will be there in great crossfire positions. And you can see already the nades being lined up. But Mara's going to be the first one out. Great spray down coming out from Pokemon, but he's a little bit of a one-and-done position, which means 2 on 3.
Yes, Sally, certainly a strong position to hold that hut bust, but still... There is the aggression. Ezream gets shut down. Davidov, he's going to be heard scoping up at heaven as well. Covers there. Zilkenberg lives to tell another tale, but Misty coming in on the flank now. Manages to get his hands on an AK just at the perfect moment. But the nade smoke, crucial, detrimental. Davidov drops down.
My
How
goodness.
do you hit those?
Falling Deagle accuracy, remember? It's been reset. He hits the head. All he needed to do was get a body shot, and he does manage to land the killing blow on Sugu. So Camel Riders hanging in there, whereas Mazalaai still found wanting. Once again, they're always down on the numbers nice and early on.
Ridiculous. Davidov with an insane clutch coming out there for Camel Riders just when they needed it most as well. And now you have a look at the economy there on Mazalaai. It is not looking too good. Mara on just 2,750, News on 3,400, and Zilkenberg with 3,300. This is going to be a half buy at best.
Yeah, I expect a couple of Deagles and maybe Tech-9s coming out surely from the attacking side. And for Camel Riders calling their final tactical pause. Critical rounds that they're taking right now thanks to a couple of nice clutches. But it doesn't change the fact that they're up in numbers and these rounds are still coming so close, even though they have great positions. They have the numbers advantage. They just don't, they're unable to do further damage.
Oh, it's disgusting. But you love it. Davidov, master of the Deagle. Well, that's still the 4-round lead for Mazalaai and a faster approach here with the techies. So, over towards ramp. Davidov, will he be... Well, not overwhelmed just yet. Gets a kill and a half there. Wall bang on, or body bang rather, onto Zilkenberg, but the molly won't buy enough time. It is going to be him falling to the Tech-9 rotation coming through for Ezream just at the perfect moment. Double doors, strong position. Worried about the wrap, and he gets another before Machine Gun gets the trade. Misty as well with an AWP of his own. Getting some extra damage, but the round is over before it's begun. 30 seconds on the trot, and Pokemon cleans it up.
Yep, good hold from Camel Riders. He every single time on this CT side, round after round, he's able to get these multi-kills and put himself in a strong position as well to try to bring the game back for Camel Riders. Only 3 the difference now. And the CT economy, look, it's still not looking that great. They are dropping down on guns every single round. But at the very least, they're keeping themselves in it. Whereas Mazalaai, still looking for the final couple of rounds, is looking tricky for them to try to make their way back in.
Nice movement coming out from Camel Riders, just getting up the ladder nice and quickly, out onto site as best they can. Before Mazalaai goes for a faster approach, and that's going to be stopped before it has began. So, no nade over towards Squeaky this time. And it looks like it will just be the outer smokes for Mazalaai. Mara just remembering where the lineup is before Smashing that one towards outers. Sogu looking to go on as entry as he has no utility remaining, but this man is so deadly when he's got his gun out, and that's all he'll have for the round.
Edgeroom once again in that critical position, just going to be shoulder spotting into secret. You've got Mazalaai, 3 members ready to attack here with the package as well. The other 2 over, or 1 in lobby. And out comes the cross. Edgeroom drops the smoke and delays the push even further. Beautiful stuff. 50 seconds left on the timer.
Mazalaai still looking for that map control. There is the option to double back, but as you can see, Machine Gun, he's just going to be sitting in the corner. There's a flash and a molly, but he's just hoping for the off angle here. Edgeroom wants to try to buy some extra time, so he will fall back. Molotov as well, flushing out that position and forcing him up into control room. But with 20 seconds, Mazalaai, they are against the clock now. You see Machine Gun going over to Decon. Control room still not in control of Mazalaai. It's Camel Riders holding on for dear life. Edgeroom can't find a single, but still, that is going to be the B site taken now. Still DV Dov here, able to fight with the AWP, but he can't deny the bomb cross.
Is forcing Mara to stay stationary on Silo though, and it's going to be some insane shots coming out from Mazalaai to kind of bail themselves out of the situation. 2-on-3 right now, and DV Dov's not allowing these opportunities either. Machine Gun's been able to rotate all the way around, but DV Dov, I think, has heard something, or the calls come out, because now Machine Gun's very low, and Tyke's going to be able to clean up. So Camel Riders bring it one more back as well. Double AWP setup retained. And the comeback is true right now for Camel Riders, but all it takes is a couple of rounds and that control is going to slip away.
Solid decision-making there from Camel Riders. Great utility usage just to make Mazalaai play the clock and outplay themselves there. Managing to at least get that bomb plant, but the post plants were not optimal, and Camel Riders came away with yet another. Now, this momentum starting to shift back towards Camel Riders. They're closing the distance. They're only 2 rounds behind Mazalaai, who have taken another tactical just to decide on what they need to do here to get over the line. It's only 3 rounds that they need, and there's 5 remaining.
I mean, there's only 2 ways this can really go, right? I mean, it's either just going to be a case of Mazalaai, okay, let's actually whip out some 6 strategy and take this round, or let's just run at them and shoot them, because we haven't been shooting them recently. That's really Mazalaai. That's all I've seen from Mazalaai so far. I haven't seen amazing T-site executes like I've seen from Camel Riders. I mean, this map control has been very basic, and it's really not working out for them because Camel Riders are applying pressure in the right areas at the right time.
Yep.
So
looks like Zilkenberg is going to be lining up a pop flash for an A-bust. No radio control though. As you can see, Mazalaai very deep towards T-spawn. Looks like they're going to throw some out of smokes initially. Try to bring Camel Riders off of their positions currently. And Edgeroom will go for this rotation. So that will actually weaken the A-site defenses. It's all up to Tyke to try to hold. Still posted on that line to Hut, but let's see if this flash blinds him.
I think Misty's also in heaven as well, so he does have some assistance at the very least. Out comes the Molotovs and utility onto the A bomb site, but the T's already fast in. Great damage being done already nice and early on, but they still have to hold on for the CT side as now Molotovs blanketing the vision. Misty trying to find a shot through the edge of the Molotovs is actually Edgeroom, who comes in and cleans up so many of them. Zilkenberg, last man left standing.
Such good utility usage just to create the space, but it is the utility of Camel Riders getting them back on the site. Big play from Edgeroom to find himself the triple, even though it was just up against the pistols. That one flash allowed so much space, so much time for Mazalaai to push out on site.
Yeah, no, it can't be understated at the moment how important Edgeroom's role is. How many times do you see he's been the impact player round after round on the CT side? Didn't look too crash hot on the T side, but now on the CT, he's really making his own. He's dancing around, and that's something that Camel Riders desperately need. The crossfires are starting to work out a lot better now, and they're able to contain the sites without capitulating under the pressure.
Let's see if Camel Riders can even it up here and now. Looking for the tie. Tyke couldn't get too much done in the previous, was unable to really spot his opponents there. Mazalaai, however, they are very aggressive over towards outers. Man on top of Annex already. Edgeroom, in a crucial position again, but Misty's already gone down, so that's going to allow the wrap, and it's all up to Dov with an AWP to try and hold. But look at this position from News. He's just smashing it. Ezrem, in reaction, pushes into lobby, finds another pick, and brings it to the 4v4. But
he's
fully
so
aware of these positions. There it is. He's going to come on the fast flank all the way to Silo.
Machine Gun's making his way up to heaven as well. News is already there, but Edgeroom, he's just dancing in, around and about. Finally going to be punished as Zilkenberg goes, no more jumping around. Nuisance taken care of. Tyke has to reclaim heaven, but looks like both of the T's have decided to drop down onto Pokemon. So 1-on-3 now.
Tyke's got a lot of work to do. Almost gifted the first Machine Gun, looking the wrong direction. Out as player, Zilkenberg there. He's going to be spotted. And Zilkenberg and News, they need to play this one together, but a big shot comes through from Zilkenberg, spotting the jiggle and aware that he can penetrate that wall with the AWP. 14 on the board for Mazalaai. Big shots coming through, and Camel Riders could not get it done. But they have another opportunity. They have that backup buy, and they're going to go for the force now.
And it's not fully investing in everything as well. So that's a bit interesting because you can see Pokemon and Edgeram is fully invested up. And Misty's still got 4,300 and he's bought a Scout instead. So I think a bit of miscommunication right now coming out from Camel Riders.
Oh, he's gone back to buy. Okay.
He's gone back to buy, but the problem is that he had enough money for an AWP. Now early engagement coming out through Squeaky, but Zilkenberg can't find the opportunities with the Scout as Camel Riders able to do good work with the utility. But News is able to find the opening steal at Annex.
Well, no cover there as Misty took a little bit of time to get to his position. Had to go back to buy, and that one's come back to bite them. Shot not going to connect either. Repositioning down into Hell instead. Misty just waiting now. We'll pull out the secondary, hoping for anything here. That smoke just denying so much information. The wrap comes through. Flash going to be dodged. But, oh, spotted. News. That's a freebie. And now this is going to be the ramp flank coming in. But Dov reacts at the perfect moment.
But having control loss means that A site is very, very weak, and Tyke, only one option, has to push into lobby right now. And they're both going to regroup in lobby and try to make this workable 2v3.
So good, trying to make his way to site. Tyke holding strong. It's back to the 2v2. Both the CTs playing shoulder to shoulder now, looking to go for the trade. Dov wants to open up with the AWP. The thing is, though, Tyke is only on 39 HP, and even if he trades, if he cops any more damage, it could be easy work for Zilkenberg. There it is. It's Machine Gun to stop them in their tracks. Tyke now needs to get it done, but Zilkenberg again on fire with the AWP right now. 2 for that round to put them onto map point. Mazalaai about to take Camel Riders map away from them.
It's been such a slow take, honestly, from Mazalaai to eventually get to this stage. Managed to finally make it work out on the back of just Outers pressures working out for them. Camel Riders coming into the final one. It's not great, just pistols, SMG, and a Scout.
Will this be the final round? Camel Riders fully invested, but this time with much less firepower than the previous. At least they've gotten to their positions in time, so we'll give that to them. That Molotov getting a tick onto Ezram there in Annex. Pokemon in a strong position as long as the push comes through. Flash over heaven, but it's going to be Pokemon holding strong at Little Blue.
You also got the Scout and CT spawn being an absolute nuisance as well as Pokemon. He's going to go better than one. Could also pick up the third as well, but it's actually going to be Zilkenberg ducking out. He can't duck out. There's a Scout at long distance, and now it's going to be Edgeroom with the retrieved AK, putting on the hurt. And this is a clean round for Camel Riders. Machine Gun's last man left standing, and there's not much he can really do. There's so many guns trained on his way.
Tapping away. Misty will fall. Still has 24 bullets in the clip and is shooting appropriately for what he has to deal with. However, there's a flank coming through here, slowly but steadily, from your boy Dov. Machine Gun hasn't managed to get his mitts on the bomb, and he's running out of time. If he doesn't get a wriggle on, doesn't get his hands on that bomb, it will just be another lost round. But, oh, goes toe-to-toe. The cover is there, though. Crossfire works out. Tyke on the flank with that MP9, just taps away one by one with that MP9. And Camel Riders, it's not all over yet.
Not just yet, thanks to Pokemon getting a couple of kills of the Desert Eagle and Mazalaai calling a tactical timeout because their money isn't really that great. Machine Gun and Zilkenberg have fully invested into it, but Sugo is going to be struggling for utility if he decides to get firepower otherwise.
Just a quick update as well. That game, that was a 12-3 half for D13. 12 rounds on the T side, by the way. We're in the second half. D13 have just taken a 14th round. But Tyloo have brought it back to 14-13. So they are neck and neck as well. They're going all the way. Oh, they've actually made it 15-13. So D13 sleeping up until the end, it seems. Oh, my lordy.
It's like what we're seeing over here at the moment. That's the whole thing. I mean, it feels like both streams are kind of mirroring each other. One side going out to a huge lead, and then there's a late resurgence, and now the scorelines are equal, 15-13. Geordie, did you get the script writers in here again?
You know me. I love a good drama. Well... Again, we're going all the way. Tyloo's game was supposed to be a very one-sided affair, but it seems that D13 showed up today. However, it is the potential final round again, and it is going to be Mazalaai just eating through the smoke. Ezream's there to hold. TVDog going to be traded out, but Ezream, again, so solid at holding on the CT side. Is not aware of this wrap, though. Doesn't spot Sogu. Misty is there to find another, and might be able to close it. All reactions perfect, but Ezream, perfect position to help out his teammate. 4 alive at the end for Camel Riders. We're all the way to 30.
And we might go into overtime as well. The money's not great for Mazalaai coming into the final round of regulation. And once again, it's just Edgeroom who's dropping 28 at the moment, out-fragging Sugu now. And we haven't seen that from Mazalaai. I mean, looking at the other game as well, because that's something that I'm following up. Looks like somebody's the last man left standing on a 1v2. No longer. D13 actually do manage to pick up the first one. Let's see if Camel Riders can actually force an overtime if Mazalaai can follow their compatriots and close out map number 1. It's been a struggle for both Mongolian sides.
One last chance to close it in regulation. Mazalaai. Their buyer's quite mixed as well. It's just Zilkenberg with the utility, sacrificing firepower for it. And we might see the similar thing again to what we saw on the pistols before. Those flashes that were thrown were so damn powerful. But Ezream, he's laying in wait on top of the hut there, playing full anti-flash and expecting a push to come through, just waiting. And looking to reactively drop that smoke and buy extra time to force the T's to come through the hut.
And the first engagement goes in the favor of Misty. That orb, absolutely useless as News is unable to find his counterpart. And now out comes the rest of the T's. They're busting out before the utility. They're able to get the first entry, but they don't know that Edgeroom is on top of the heart. And Edgeroom, he can't get the double spray down, but the rest of the CTs trying to come forward. They've got the numbers advantage, so you should expect them just to group up. Zilkenberg also thinking about going unders, but the bomb is not in the position to do so. What's going on over here?
Oh, a bit of a miscommunication. Let's see if it's mismanagement, though. Zilkenberg still hunting for anything on the lower side. He might just be faking this one. Machine Gun actually ends up getting the upgrade as he sneaks his way down. AK retrieved. And Zilkenberg now all the way at ramp, wins the fight and brings it to the 2v2. This crazy, crazy call is starting to work out.
Yep, and it's all down to these individual aim deals. Oh, would be heartbreaking for Camel Riders if they're unable to get it. Pokemon just a little bit far ahead, but Crab walking in and gets the headshot. The bomb's not planted for Zilkenberg. And there is kits as well as the ability to play around with time. They're clearing out Dark Spot. They're still going to be afraid of control as well as Megaton, but Zilkenberg going for the long wraparound now. Pokemon going to be on the defuse. Door's been shut. Door's been shut, but no! Pokemon's got it off the defuse! He has to stick on it. Door's being played around with. Pokemon sticking on it, but there's a Tech 9. It's an absolute disaster. Pokemon's got it off at the wrong time, and Mazalaai going to pick up map number 1.
Pros don't fake, and Pokemon's not a pro. What's gone on there? Mazalaai take the first map, 16-14, closing it out in regulation. I thought they were going to reel that defuse, but it didn't come to light. That was ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I need a break. I'll see you soon.